Hi, good day everyone. I am Camille Severino, the storyteller today. Procris and Cephalus. Procris and Cephalus, a two married couple, a love story that unfortunately ended up into a tragedy. It is a story of Cephalus, a son of God, Hermes and Hers, and Athenian princess Procris. This story starts with the Tom newly married couple Cephalus and Procris. Cephalus is the hunter, and Procris is the third daughter of the Athenian king Erections and Patricia. The two new married couple live in the mortal world happily and just loving each other. But then there's this and goddess of dawn, Aurora, that has the power to usher her brother Helios, the sun, and put her sister Selene, the moon, to rest, fell in love with Cephalus. Because of Aurora's love towards Cephalus, he brings Cephalus to heaven from its wife. But Cephalus really loved his wife. When it's stolen away by Aurora, the gorgeous goddess of dawn, he stays true to his wife. In fact, he goes on about Procris so much that Aurora gets fed up with him and sends him back to her. But before sending him back, Aurora warns Cephalus, saying if you will go back to your wife, you'll regret it. But Cephalus never listened to her. Cephalus got back to his wife Procris and continued living happily with her. On the other hand, Procris is a very beautiful princess. That's why the goddess of hunting Diana is so fond with her and give her gifts. A dog named Loops that could always catches its prey and javelin that could always hit its target the honor the goddess of hunting slave give it to Procris. And since Procris has a husband that loves hunting, she gives as gift to her husband Cephalus. And Cephalus always goes into his hunting together with kids, the dogs Lilops, and the javelin. Then it turns out that the known god has created a ruse, a pact, to arrest the countryside. The townspeople are unable to capture the facts, so they ask Cephalus if he would help Cephalus please his lose his dog after the fox, and his dog takes off too fast that no one could follow him with her eyes. The people go to a hall to watch the hunt when all of a sudden both animals come to an immediate stop. The gods adorn both animals into stone, thus being that both were gifts from the gods. They couldn't have one beat the other, so life continued happily in the sum as before, even though Cephalus, dog Lilops, had been torn to stone. He still had his javelin and went hunting daily with it. One day, after becoming tired from hunting, Cephalus takes a break. By a stream, he takes off his clothes and was saying things to the breeze like, please, come and find my other breeze. You know how I love you. You make my soul away hunting trips so pleasant. Well, as it turns as someone is walking and heard Shuffle is talking to someone like that and rushes to tell Procris about her cheating husband. Procris first pain and then she comes to doesn't believe it. She says that she won't believe it until she hears and sees it herself. So, the next day, she sneaks out and follows Cephalus as he hunts. Then, when it takes his usual break by the stream to call off, the lie begins to the breeze the same way. Procris is hiding in the braziers and hears it all. She begins to cry softly and suppose hears the noise from the bushes. He thinks it's a wild animal, so he throws his javelin. The warner Procris gave him, and it hits her. He hears his wife cry out, and when it goes over, he sees her bleeding and dying. Phoebus tried to stop bleeding, but it doesn't work. As Procris is dying, she makes one last wish her husband. She says, "If you can do me one favor after I'm dead, please just don't marry the horrible breed." Cephalus understands the confusion, but it's no use to tell her she dies. And somehow he is able to relate the confusion to his wife, and her face becomes calm and death. The end.